killing me tonight. I'm just going to sit over there in my corner and cry. Just reading. Saying I'm really glad that your poem was wrong. Saying I'm really glad your poem was wrong. And you said you were going to die at the end of it. So when I was first trying to remember how Jerry Harp made his way to December, I was trying to think about it, and at first, without thinking too hard, I was kind of thinking that it had something to do with the fact that Mary was, at the time, judging our poetry contest. And I kind of had this vision of, oh, there must have been an issue or two of December lying around, and Jerry picked it up and said, oh, I'd like to send my work there. But no, that wasn't how it happened. I went back, I looked at the email trail, and sure enough, there's Marvin's hand at work again. Jerry is most widely known as a poet. He's published 3 collections of poems, and as a scholar, including his book, For Us, What Music? The Life and Poetry of Donald Justice. And Justice, coincidentally, was in the very first issue ever of December. But it turns out that poets often make the best essayists, too, and that was the case with Jerry. And when he was spending a semester in Iowa City last year, Marvin suggested that he send us his essay that he was working on, simply titled Robert. He did, and I was hooked from the beginning as I read it. It's a profoundly moving tale, but the writing is still all poetry. We'll have the great fortune to share a few of Jerry's poems with our readers next spring, the same issue that will feature Dalia's new poems. There's been something so quiet, something so unassuming about my interactions with Jerry so far. We met in person in Minneapolis last spring, and his work shows that same quality. As one reviewer described it, Jerry Harp is a poet of dreams, but a thoroughly grounded one. His poems invite us into surreal territory, but they do so companionably, hospitably. In many of these reviews, Jerry is described as a lyric poet, but truthfully, he's a lyric human being, and I'm delighted to introduce Jerry to read an excerpt from his essay, Robert.